So sometimes it's a good thing to feel bad about yourself. In fact, sometimes not feeling bad about yourself is actually a really bad thing. And you might be thinking, but Dan, you're supposed to make me feel good about myself. When I want to feel terrible, I go to those other channels. When I want to feel good, I come to you. So how am I supposed to feel more confident? How am I supposed to believe in myself if you're sitting here telling me to feel bad in myself? Well, that's what this video today is going to be about. So to kick things off, I've actually published 3 books about confidence and worked with clients on this topic extensively. So I'm not exactly just making things up here. Some of what I'm going to teach you about confidence and believing in yourself is coming from different research that is out there. Some of it is essentially my own experiments and theories on things based on my own personal transformation from being someone who was very, very insecure. I mean, I'm talking infinite levels of insecurity here, to someone who pretty much loves himself almost in an unhealthy way, I'm told by friends and family sometimes, and things that have really worked for me. So why is it a good thing to feel bad about yourself? So there are many types of confidence, and in some upcoming videos, I'll explore all the different types, but one of them is very much related to competence, and it serves a purpose. Do you want the engineer working on a bridge to believe that he is the best possible engineer in the world when really doesn't know what he's doing? Do you want your doctor to have a wealth of confidence even though she was the last place in her medical school and barely gets out of bed in the morning without going nuts? Probably not, right? Usually in society, confidence represents competence, and we sort of take that for granted, right? If we meet someone and they're really confident they know what they're doing, we assume they do know what they're doing. And this, of course, allows con artists and scamsters and people who don't really know how to build bridges to somehow end up building bridges. In general, it actually serves a decent function if we play by these rules. And if there's an area in your life that you don't feel confident in, ask yourself, am I competent in this area? Do I actually know what I'm doing? I had a video recently about imposter syndrome, or the lack thereof, where I'm arguing that you do not have imposter syndrome because you're just starting a new business. And it's natural to feel insecure because that's part of the journey of learning about who you are and what you're doing and how to actually be good at your job. If you don't feel insecure about your ability to deliver your service when you're new to a business, something's kind of wrong, actually. You should feel some insecurity and then fight through that, take action, improve your competence, and therefore improve your confidence. I'll tell you, people who are great at what they do usually don't think they're great at what they do and have a healthy level of insecurity where they're always questioning, always thinking, can I do better? Can I do better? I'm not saying I'm world class at my coaching. That's for you to judge if you're a member of one of my programs or have worked with me before. But I'll tell you this, I am always nervous before calls. I'm always thinking, how can I make this better? How can I improve things? Am I really up for this? Et cetera, et cetera. And that's a healthy thing. If 5 years ago I just started phoning it in and saying, I got this, it'll be fine. I've coached a person before. How different are people? They're all the same. Would I really be improving? Would I be growing, right? Of course not. And so this feeling of nervousness or insecurity about a certain area of your life, what I would call a specific confidence. So the ability to handle sales in your business, the ability to build a bridge, the ability to understand biology, your confidence in a specific area. The way you grow this is through competence. And the way you grow your competence is by looking the fear in the face and saying, hey, not today. Today is not a fear day. Today is a day where I'm going to take action. I'm going to move things forward. And then when you move things forward, you improve your competence because you get better and better. You develop your skills. And then your confidence grows in a healthy way relative to your competence. This is the way we're supposed to operate. You're not supposed to feel infinitely confident about your ability to do things you're not good at, nor should you feel extremely insecure about things you are actually good at. And that's why usually when we're operating in a healthy way, we're not very confident when we're starting something new, and we're very confident when we're doing something that we have a lot of competence in. And I know I've been dating myself recently with my 90s references in my emails. If you're not a subscriber, do check out my email training, dreamsaroundtheworld.com/ENFP training. I know I've been dating myself, and I risk doing that again here, but maybe part of the reason that these things get mixed up, and I do talk to quite a few people in their 20s who are having trouble understanding this, is everyone's been maybe babied a little bit more in North America over the last decade or two. And if you've never been told, hey, you have to be good at something to feel good about your ability to do it, you might think that if you feel insecure about something, that it's a sign you shouldn't be doing that thing, which is completely untrue. It's normal to feel that, right? But traditionally, we would learn, hey, I'm scared of this thing. I'm not very good at it. Cool. I'm going to get up earlier and practice. I'm going to work harder. I'm going to develop my skills, and then I'm going to feel good about myself. I'm not quite sure if that's what everyone's learning these days or not. I don't know. I'm just the weird guy who lives in Europe and is totally disconnected from the North American education system. So here I am. So ultimately, how do you develop this specific confidence? As I said, you take action and you work at it. And taking action is very important. You cannot just learn. Occasionally, and I know you personally have never done this, someone will come across something that they feel insecure about. And rather than face that insecurity, face the fear, and take action, they will go into learning mode. I'd love to be a writer. People have always told me I'm a great writer. I enjoy writing. It's one of my favorite things to do. I could just start writing and become a freelance writer or write my own book, but instead, I think I need a master's degree in literature. I think that's what I need. Not to go out and write and face criticism, but to study more. Studying alone is not going to significantly increase your feeling of competence and confidence. It will to some extent, which is why many people want to get 5 degrees and 27 certifications before they actually get started on something. And I totally get that. There is a certain confidence there. And I would argue that a lot of schools these days are basically selling you confidence certificates rather than competence certificates. They're saying, hey, you have enough paper, you should maybe get out there and go for it. But I can tell you, after working with people in dozens of countries with all sorts of educational levels, I certainly have not seen a pattern where the people with more education and certificates instantly feel more confident and ready to jump into things. Exactly why that happens is probably more of an exploratory conversation for my podcast and something to jam in here, but it's just something that I have noticed. There's something totally different about taking action and facing the fear and actually doing the real work. And I think that's why it shapes your confidence so much quicker. And of course, we learn a lot quicker when we're playing a high stakes game when there's actually something on the line. So I hope you've learned something today. I hope you've learned that feeling bad about yourself can actually be a good thing. It can actually be an indicator of where you need to focus and where you need to take action on. These topics around confidence, self-belief, and ultimately overcoming fear are something that I work with my clients on a lot and have all sorts of discussions, but I haven't been sharing as much on YouTube as probably I should have been. So if you're new here or an existing subscriber and you love these sorts of topics, do hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be filming a lot more videos around these topics because when we believe in ourselves, when we're confident, and when we have a healthy mindset, we're a lot more likely to succeed and create the most awesome life possible for us and those we love. So subscribe, come back, watch new videos. We publish new videos each and every week, and I'll see you soon.